Perseus was ready to kill Medusa, but he still had to find her. Somewhere beyond the edges of the known world, the Gorgons slept among fields of stone, warriors who had tried before him and failed. Athena had already given Perseus the first piece of the puzzle. If he wanted to find the Gorgon, he would have to seek out 3 ancient beings who guarded the secrets, the Greae sisters. And Athena told Perseus something important. They would never give up Medusa's location willingly. If Perseus wanted the truth, he would have to take it from them. Perseus followed Athena's warning to the far edge of the world. High above the cliffs stood an ancient, forgotten place, where the Greae were said to dwell. The rocks were old, worn smooth by ages long before men walked the earth. Perseus climbed carefully through the ruins and jagged stone. But as he moved higher, a strange feeling crept over him, like eyes were already upon him, watching, waiting. Before Perseus left, Athena explained exactly what he would be facing. The Greae were not ordinary creatures. They were ancient sisters, born in the earliest age of the world, long before the Olympian gods ruled. Grey from birth and twisted by time, they lived together in darkness. And the strangest part, between the 3 of them, they shared only one eye, passing it back and forth just to see the world. The Greae didn't help Perseus. They didn't answer his questions. They didn't fear him. They only laughed. Athena had warned him this might happen. Then take what you need from them. Now he understood. The 3 sisters shared a single eye, passing it between them to see. But every time they traded it, they placed the eye on the ground for just a moment. And when it happened again, Perseus moved. He lunged forward and snatched the eye. Perseus held the eye high above the cliff. If you don't speak, I throw it into the sea. For the first time, the Greae stopped laughing. The ancient witches began to panic. Their voices turned desperate. Forgive us, Perseus. We'll tell you everything. Everything he needed to know to find Medusa and how to defeat her. First, the Greae told Perseus where Medusa lived, far beyond the edge of the known world, on a cursed island where no ordinary man could reach. But you will never get there, one witch hissed. Not without the shoes of the gods. Sandals of shimmering gold, their wings beating like living birds. When worn, they could lift a mortal into the sky, carrying him across oceans, mountains, and straight toward Medusa's lair. But even if you reach her, the witches warned, you will still die. Because Medusa's gaze turns every living thing to stone. Warriors, beasts, entire armies. One look, and you become a statue forever. That's why you must carry a mirror-bright shield, they told him. A shield polished like glass. So Perseus would never look at Medusa directly, only her reflection. And don't forget the blade, the witches added, because if you somehow reach Medusa and survive her gaze, you'll only have one chance. A normal sword would shatter against her. You need a blade forged by the gods, sharp enough to cut through the neck of a monster no mortal was meant to face. And even if you did the impossible, the witches sneered. Reached her island, survived her gaze, and somehow cut off Medusa's head. You still wouldn't be safe, because even dead, Medusa's head could turn men to stone. That's why you would need the cabeces, they told him. A magical satchel given by the nymphs, an enchanted pouch strong enough to seal away the head of Medusa without its deadly gaze escaping. But even then, how would you escape? Because Medusa was not alone. Her sisters guarded the temple. Stheno and Euryale, immortal gorgons, faster, stronger, and far more vicious. If they see you, the witch is warned, you will never leave alive. The only way past them was the helm of Hades, a cursed helmet that could make a man completely invisible. But the sisters only laughed, because the Lord of the Underworld will never give that to you. Perseus stood there in silence, the words of the Griae echoing in his mind. 5 items, 5 impossible things. Athena had already given him the shield, polished like a mirror, strong enough to deflect Medusa's deadly gaze. That was the first. The Griae said the winged shoes and the sacred bag to hold Medusa's head were guarded by the mysterious nymphs. And somewhere in the darkness of the underworld, Hades himself possessed the helm of invisibility. But the sword, the blade strong enough to cut through a monster's neck. No one had told him where that was. If the nymphs held 2 of the 5 items, then that was the next step.
Welcome to Crime Serious TV. Some stories were never meant to be told. Missing people, unsolved cases, 911 calls that vanished without a trace. On this channel, we uncover the darkest mysteries, the ones that don't make the news. Every video pulls you deeper into stories that will leave you questioning everything. Not everything you see here has an explanation. If you're ready to explore the unknown, subscribe now. Turn on notifications, because the next story might be the one they tried to hide. Crime Series TV, where every mystery has a shadow.